Welcome back to the channel. Are you ready to test your knowledge with 50 ultimate questions about the United States? Let's see how smart you really are. What is the capital of the United States? How many states make up the United States? Which ocean borders the east coast of the United States? Who was the first president of the United States? What is the national bird of the United States? Which American city is famously known as the Windy City? Which state is the largest by land area? What is the highest mountain peak in North America? In which year was the Declaration of Independence signed? What is the longest river system in the United States? Which state was the 50th state to join the Union in 1959? What iconic landmark was a gift from France to the United States? Which state is nicknamed the Sunshine State? Where is the Grand Canyon located? What is the official residence and workplace of the U.S. President? Which president delivered the Gettysburg Address during the Civil War? What is the most populous state in the U.S.? What is the national anthem of the United States? Which city served as the first capital of the U.S. under the Constitution? What major mountain range runs along the eastern U.S.? Which U.S. state is made up entirely of islands? In what city is the Liberty Bell located? Which state is the smallest by land area? What primary language was spoken by the native population in the Southwest before colonization? Which amendment to the U.S. Constitution granted women the right to vote? Where is the world-famous NASA Kennedy Space Center located? Which state was purchased from Russia in 1867? Which president signed the Emancipation Proclamation? What is the national floral emblem of the United States? What body of water lies south of the United States? Who wrote the primary draft of the Declaration of Independence? Which U.S. state produces the most agricultural products overall? What war was fought between the northern and southern states from 1861 to 1865? Which city is home to the Space Needle? What is the oldest city in the continental U.S., founded by Europeans in 1565? Which state is nicknamed the Lone Star State? What major geological fault line runs through California? Which 4 U.S. presidents are carved into Mount Rushmore? What is the largest Great Lake by surface area? In which national park would you find the Old Faithful geyser? What branch of government is responsible for interpreting laws? How many justices sit on the U.S. Supreme Court? Which amendment abolished slavery in the U.S.? What is the capital of the state of California? Who was president during World War I? What is the state capital of New York? Which war began after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941? Which document is considered the supreme law of the United States? What is the name of the desert located in Southern California? Which U.S. state was the first to ratify the Constitution in 1787? Thank you so much for playing. How many questions did you get right? Let us know your final score in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Ultimate Quiz challenges.